and to tell listeners that the government was going to stage a terror attack on the World Trade Centers and blame it on their known CIA asset, Osama bin Laden. But the truth is the truth. It isn't fun to swim upstream. It'd be more fun to just get in the inner tube and float downstream into the New World Order and go along with it. But I have to tell the truth. It was my duty day one to come out against Barack Obama and to point out, I'm not saying vote for McCain. There isn't even an issue. McCain isn't the chosen one. The whole point was this has been pre-vetted and predestined. That's why Obama got 4 times the campaign money from the banks that run this country, because he was the chosen one. And I told you in the Obama deception in Fall of the Republic, he would be built up and then he would be destroyed. And he is now being destroyed. And they will build up the next crop of saviors, people like Sarah Palin and Rick Perry. The word is those two in the next 3 years are going to be running on a presidential ticket. Oh, it'd be a lot more fun in my flesh to just play the Republican game, the fake libertarian game, and to go along with the power structure and to be on 500 radio stations and to be all over national TV and get wined and dined. And in the short term, my family would be a lot safer. I would be wealthy. But it means nothing. My family has no future, and your family has no future in this new world order. But it's so easy for the world to go out and find people of every stripe and every political name to serve them and to play the part of the rebels so that the people believe that they're getting the system fixed only to be conned again. It is physically, it is financially, it is politically dangerous to tell the truth and to tell it on a platform this big. And we are big. And I know that I have passed another great threshold into a whole nother level of danger. It gives me a tingle down my spine and in my good old boy guts. Oh, it is dangerous to tell the truth physically, emotionally, financially. But it is far more dangerous to not tell the truth spiritually. And that's all that matters. And so I commit myself into God's hands. I don't pray and tell God what I want. I ask God that his will be done. Sometimes, in the dark of the night, though, I do hit my knees and cry out to God and say, I'm committed to this fight, but my God, the discernment, the understanding, and the weight it creates to have real vision, to understand, and to not even begin to be able to explain it to people in all its intricacies, in all its subtleties, and in all of its import. The magnitude of the world controllers, the magnitude of who they are and what they serve and what they are building, what they are weaving, what they are constructing is so horrific. I don't blame any of you listening for wanting to run away from the truth. But even if you run away from it, the evil is still there. The truth is still there. That's why you have so much anxiety. And they try to misplace it onto fake Al-Qaeda or other bogeymen they create. This is going to be a focused broadcast today. I have more than 10 stacks of news, every article in every stack, incredibly vital. And I want to lay out the globalist next phase of operations for you. There is a war on for your mind. And all I ask is that you study history and research the global controllers and stop being caught up in distractions and diversions and all the different establishment minions they put out there, the buffet of lies, all the different choices you're given, all spiked with poison, spiked with lies and deception. I worked with Paul Watson this morning some on a story that he is going to be posting tomorrow. And the subject is so important that I almost shrink. I recoil from even covering it because there's so much evidence and so much proof that I feel like I'm not even worthy to be here and to be this radio talk show host and to run Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. I want to do it right. I want to cover things properly. I want to put the evidence on so people can conceptualize it and fully understand it. And I want to unlock minds. I want people to understand what I understand. And I know a lot of you do understand what I understand and more. But so many others are like children politically. And I just hate seeing them conned. I hate seeing them being deceived. I hate watching foreign banks loot our country and the shops and businesses and factories shut down. At the same time, I see all our victories against tyranny intensifying, becoming greater by the day. So there is a lot of good things that are happening that we need to talk about as well. And there's also the broader picture that we need to talk about. But coming up at the bottom of the next hour, we're going to simulcast the last 2.5 hours in living color at prisonplanet.tv. I am going to start breaking down part one of the current globalist agenda, how they're trying to implement the next phase of their agenda. A further bankrupt and deindustrialized West, a new war with Iran, and an expanding paramilitary global police state of rapid reaction forces to oppress and smash all resistance to the New World Order. The phony green tyranny, the phony terror tyranny, the phony drug war tyranny, all of it. And I want to break down for people out there listening for the first time. We have tens of thousands that tune in for the first time every day, just exactly what you face, what we face together. And I want to explain to people that we're all in this together, whether you know it or not. And many of you that have chosen evil, who've lied to yourselves, and who are on the wrong side of history, you need to understand what is going to happen to you. And what the next phase in this system is going to look like. I also